If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
What's up, everybody? You are now listening to the Success Playbook Podcast, where we talk about pop culture, life and career success, and of course, we're going to talk about who got dunked on the night before. I'm your host, Chanel S. Reynolds, and I've been in the sports industry for several years. My goal is to take what I've learned from years of dominating the sports industry as a Black woman to help my listeners defy the odds and level up in life and career. Now, let's dig into this week's episode. So I would love to hear a little bit more about some advice that you have for our audience as it relates to time management.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Excuse me. And one of the things is you hear a lot of people say that there's not enough time in a day. It's like, man, I want more time, but there truly is. There truly is. There's 24 hours in a day, and how are you utilizing that time? And I would say I learned this from my dad. Staying with my dad, I would realize my dad would be up at 5 in the morning, and I'm a little bit of a light sleeper. Sometimes could be a heavy sleeper. Depends if I'm up late. But somehow I will wake up maybe 6 or so in the morning, and I see my dad is dressed and he's walking around doing stuff, and I'm like, man, this guy's up pretty early. So one day, my dad, like, why do you get up so early? I don't know if I was in middle school or high school at this time, but he told me that the earlier that he wakes up, that he's able to get more done. And he was able to. He said, "Look, I have to get you and your brothers ready for school, and I have three younger brothers. So that's 4 boys to get ready for school. That is not easy because we all sleep in and we all do not want to get up." So he said, if he's not up and if he don't have his stuff done, then if he's trying to do that while getting us ready, it's going to be too much going on. So he told me about how you can maximize your day by waking up before you start to engage the rest of the world. So that's what I'm starting to do with myself. So waking up at 5 a.m. because if I'm not engaging with the world till 8, that's 3 hours that I could get things done. Whether that's spiritual and devotional reading, whether that's working out, whether that's just meditating, whatever it is you need to do, you could get a certain amount of things done before you actually start the work day. Because when it starts, depending on what you're doing, then there's a whole lot of chaos. You're responding to emails, you're working, you don't really have much time for yourself. But then also limiting the things that you do when you're done working. So how are you utilizing that time as well? So, but just to get back to your question, as far as time management, some of the best things that I've done is have a planner. So I've had a planner over the past 7 years now, where I plan out the week. I plan out my weeks on Sundays. I read that was pretty good. So you want to write down all the things that you need to accomplish or that you want to accomplish for the week. And then you prioritize. What is priority? What is something that I need to do or that I must do first? And how long will it take? Certain times we may try to put off the things that are difficult and try to do the things that are easy and check it off because you get some gratification, which is good. You get that gratification of getting something done, but then you're pushing back to something that's going to bring you the most value. So having a planner, planning out your weeks in ahead, also planning out the year in ahead, but before you even get to that, planning out the weeks. So that way your week is very intentional. Your day is intentional. So your time. Then that way, when your days are going, you realize when you're wasting time, whether it's scrolling on Instagram, if it's watching TV, if you have your day mapped out. Some people have it to each hour. I don't know if everybody's able to do it that strict, but if you're able to map out blocks of times that you want to do something, and then you have your block of time for rest and for relaxation because you do need that, then I think you're able to be more productive and get more done. And then that's going to help you achieve more of your goals because your productivity is increasing. And that's what you truly need.
Yeah, I think that's huge. You just gave everyone a lot of game because I live by my planner, like 1000%. If it's not in my calendar, it's not a real thing. It doesn't exist, and it's probably an event I won't show up to. So yes, 100%.
Everybody loves McDonald's fries.
So yes, you accused your mom of stealing some of your fries on the way home. But the bag did feel a little light. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.